Hi there, my name is Dr. Bree, and today I have a breath workout. This is the pelvic floor reset breath workout, and it's for anybody who holds chronic tension in your pelvic floor and you don't know how to release it on command. I'm going to teach you. The way this is going to work is I'm actually going to take you through 3 different types of breath because the breathing diaphragm and the way we breathe is very, very connected to our pelvic floor. And some of you may have learned one style of breathing for your pelvic floor, or maybe this is brand new to you. But either way, it's really important to know that flexibility in your breathing is key. And so I'm going to give you different ways to look at breathing so that you can know how to quickly and easily do what you need to do with your pelvic floor using your breath on command. So if you need to activate your pelvic floor, you're going to be able to. If you need to release your pelvic floor, you're going to be able to. Okay? So let's get right to it. You can do this workout, this breathing workout, in any position. You can be seated on the floor like me. You can be seated in a chair, or you can also be standing. Let's do some heart circles. So you can just circle your heart, your chest, your rib cage, over your pelvis. Think about bringing your heart forward and then to the side and then to the back and to the other side. So forward, side, back, side. Keep going, keep practicing. I'm just going to turn so you can see what it looks like on a side view. Breathing with this. Take it nice and slow. And this might feel really stiff and awkward right now if you're new to this. That's okay. Just keep practicing and know that it's going to get easier. So just a couple more times that same direction, just a couple more times. Breathing with this, I like to breathe in and then breathe out when I go back and then go the other way. So reverse directions, forward to the side, to the back, to the side. What are we doing here? We are warming up our rib cage. We're stretching the muscles that are in our core, our trunk. We're getting ourselves ready to do some breathing, some breath work. So circling around, just breathing smoothly and easily, and go slow. You don't need to go fast. Again, if you feel stiff and awkward, it's okay. You're not alone. Just keep practicing, it'll get easier. So finish up. And now come to center, reach your arms up overhead and feel like you are really reaching up toward the sky, lengthening the sides of your waist. So reaching up, 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 and feel like you're lengthening, like you're pulling your body up on a string that's reaching up toward the sky. Reach, 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 and try to keep your shoulders down and away from your ears. So you're not like this. Shoulders are down, but you're still lengthening the sides of your waist and reaching up. Take one big deep breath, and then you're simply going to side bend. So if you're standing, you can do this too. You're probably not touching the ground with your hand, but you can still side bend. Let's go the other way. Breathe with this. You don't need to follow any specific breathing pattern. I just want you to side bend, flowing side to side a couple more times. Breathing. And then reach your hands up again. Reach, 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 lengthening the sides of your waist. And now you can just mirror me here. You can put one hand behind your head and the other hand, I want you to come and feel like you are actually massaging in between your ribs, in between your rib bones. Feel like you're massaging those little muscles. They're called the intercostals. You don't have to be precise. Just try to kind of get in between your rib bones and just gently use your fingers to massage along that area. There's no right or wrong. If you can't figure it out, just massage in circles. This is a really nice way to get into your body. So maybe even close your eyes and bring your attention down to that area that you're touching with your hand and you're massaging. And maybe sigh with your next exhale. And now the hand that's behind your head, this hand here, bring it down toward the floor. And the hand that was massaging your rib area, bring it to your shoulder area and just gently massage out the neck and shoulder area, that upper trapezius area. Just gently massaging. Should feel really good. Okay, one more little massage of that neck and shoulder area, and then let's go to the other side. So both hands up, and then we're going to place the other hand behind the head and come to the ribs and just gently massage out those intercostals. So again, you're kind of looking for the rib bones and then going for the muscles that are in between your rib bones. It's just a gentle little massage. You don't have to be precise. You'll get it, just generally massaging that rib area. There's muscles between your ribs that you may not have ever thought about, but they're very important in our breathing practice. And our breathing, our breath, and our pelvic health are very, very connected. We need to have solid, good breathing practices where we're using our breathing diaphragm, where we're really giving ourselves full, deep breaths in order to have a healthy pelvic floor. Okay, so now that hand that's behind your head, bring it down toward the floor. The hand that's on your ribs, bring it up toward your shoulder and neck area and just squeeze out your upper trap on this side. Oh, it feels so good. Maybe close your eyes. Maybe sigh with an exhale. Ah. Let go of any of the stressors of the day. And just be right here, right now in your body. All right, finishing that up. And let's go into our breath reset workout. So again, flexibility in breathing is key. Roll out your shoulders and just move your head up and down a few times while I talk. So rolling out those shoulders. So basically, what you want to do for this workout is to learn how to breathe in different ways. We're going to do a physiological breath, an activating breath, and a softening breath. Let's begin with the physiological breath. So this is the breath that's just the natural, healthiest breath pattern for your pelvic floor. Let's begin by just tuning into our core muscles. So exhale and feel like you're cinching your belly in. So exhale and your belly comes in. Feel the belly come in as you breathe out. Maybe even touch your belly and feel how that feels. So inhale, expand, and then exhale. You can say shh, and you can feel your belly come in. Feel like you're kind of cinching in your waist like a drawstring bag. You can even feel that area between your hip spikes here, your hip points. Feel like that's drawing in. One more time, inhale, and exhale. Feel the belly coming in. Now let's bring in the pelvic floor. So inhale, expand all around, and exhale, that belly's coming in. Draw your attention to the pelvic floor muscles. Feel them lift as you exhale. So we inhale, expand all around, and then exhale, pelvic floor lifts and your belly pulls in. Just keep practicing on your own. I'm going to talk you through this a little bit. As you're practicing, just notice that when you inhale, you're expanding all around, like you're breathing down into your pelvic bowl. And as you exhale, feel like you're plucking a blueberry up with your vagina and your anus. Okay? So it's an inhale, expand, and then an exhaling, lifting the blueberry, plucking the blueberry with your vagina and anus. And your belly, your abdominals are coming inward too. So inward and upward as you breathe out. Keep practicing a couple more times. Take it slow. Inhale, expand all around. As you exhale, your pelvic floor is lifting and your belly is drawing in. So it's inward and upward with your core muscles as you exhale. So what's happening here is your breathing diaphragm, when you breathe in, the breathing diaphragm comes down. When you exhale, the breathing diaphragm lifts up. And so it's a natural time for your pelvic floor to lift up as well. So breathing in, the diaphragm comes down. Breathing out, the diaphragm comes up and your pelvic floor lifts too. So they mirror each other. This physiological way of breathing is wonderful for any time you are just living your life. This is a natural way to breathe. And it's a great way to just massage your digestive organs and live your life. You don't have to focus on this and be obsessed about breathing this way all day, but just know this is our physiological breathing pattern. You can enhance it and make your pelvic floor and core activation a little extra strong if you want to lift something up and protect your core. If you want your back, your low back, to be protected when you're lifting something, exhale all your air out and feel that activation of your pelvic floor, your low abs. You're nice and stable, and so it's going to make it easier to lift something or push something or pull something when you're using your breath to activate your core. Okay, let's now talk about a different type of breath. This is something that you may practice more when you are doing certain meditations or doing certain tantric practices or sexual energy activation practices. You might have the person who's instructing you, if you're, say, doing a meditation, an activating tantric meditation for sexual energy or something like that. You may get the instruction to inhale and lift your pelvic floor. So that's totally opposite of what we just did. What we just did is when you exhaled, you lifted your pelvic floor. Now I'm telling you to inhale and lift your pelvic floor. You're like, Brie, what is going on? This is so confusing. But this is why it's really important to learn how to be flexible with your breathing. There's no one way you have to breathe all the time. You can mix it up. And this is your pelvic floor reset, to be able to use muscle confusion techniques to learn how to use your body in different ways so that you can quickly and easily reset your pelvic floor at any time. You don't have to breathe a certain way to reset your pelvic floor. It's whatever you need in the moment that's going to help you the most. Let's try it. This is a breathing workout. So this time, you're going to inhale and feel like you're lifting your pelvic floor like a Kegel as you inhale. So let's try it. Let's inhale. Feel like you're lifting your pelvic floor. Everything's coming up. Hold it. Feel as if you are almost like circulating energy through your body as you hold this lifted pelvic floor, and then relax and feel like your pelvic floor is letting go. So again, this is a breath pattern that you will often hear in certain meditations that are more about circulating the energy, whether it's for sexual health or activating other energy centers, your pineal gland, whatever it may be. This is a very common way of breathing. So let's try it again. We're going to inhale and lift the pelvic floor, and then exhale, release. Again, total opposite of what we just did. Let's try it. Inhale and lift the pelvic floor. Feel like you're lifting your pelvic floor away from the cushion you're sitting on or the seat you're sitting on or from the ground if you're standing up. Lift, lift, lift. And then exhale. Feel like you're just releasing the area. Now, this kind of goes against the physiological breathing that we just learned, but it's okay. Flexibility in your breathing is key. And if you are taught this, or if you want to try this way of breathing, it's not going to hurt anything. Just use it as a tool in your tool belt, a way to breathe where you can still feel a lift and a release. Okay, let's now try the pelvic floor softening breath. So we've done the physiological breath, we've done the activating breath, and now we're going to do the softening breath. Here, you are going to relax your pelvic floor muscles, and then you're going to relax a little bit more. So you're going to inhale, soften and release. It's kind of going back to the first breath pattern. Inhale into your pelvic bowl, softening, and then exhale, relax and soften a little bit more. Okay? So it's like you're just getting softer and softer and softer with your breaths. In this breathing pattern, you're never actually consciously contracting your pelvic floor muscles. In the first breathing pattern, the physiological breathing, you inhaled and expanded all around, softened, and you exhaled and lifted your pelvic floor. It's like you did a little Kegel. In the second breathing pattern, you inhaled and lifted your pelvic floor, and then you exhaled and released. In this softening breathing pattern, this is your true pelvic floor reset right now, especially if you have chronic pelvic tension. You are going to inhale and soften. So inhale into your pelvic bowl, and then exhale, soften a little bit more. So you are never activating your pelvic floor. It's like you're constantly going into deeper and deeper layers of softening. So this is a very energetic situation here. I want you to really draw your energy and your attention to your pelvic area. Think of your vulva if you have female anatomy. Think of your perineum. Think of your anus. Think of these areas softening and softening and softening with every breath you take. So inhaling into your pelvic floor. It's like you have little lungs down in your hips and your pelvic bowl. And then exhaling, softening even a little bit more. It can help to make a sound like an ah as you soften, as you exhale. So inhaling, and then exhaling, softening the muscles. One more time, inhaling, and then exhaling, softening a little bit more. So keep practicing whatever breathing pattern you liked the best. Just for now, just because it's good to practice these different patterns, we need to know how to use them in different scenarios of our life. So for example, that physiological style of breathing, which is how your body should naturally breathe anyway without you really thinking about it. But if you want to harness the power of that physiological breathing for times when you need a little extra core control, a little extra stability, maybe you're lifting weights, or you're in a kickboxing class, or you're lifting a heavy box, or you're pushing something or pulling something. You want to breathe so that when you exhale, you feel that lift of your pelvic floor, the low abs are drawing in. It's like you are braced and strong. For the second style of breathing, the more activating, energetic activating breathing. Let's say you're doing a meditation for sexual energy and you want to circulate that sexual vitality. You're going to inhale, feel like everything is lifting toward your pineal gland, and you're going to hold it. You're going to maybe circulate that energy. Maybe even pulse your pelvic floor a few times in this position, like a Kegel, and then you're going to relax. For the third type of breathing, the softening, the pelvic softening, you are going to simply soften. You're never going to contract your pelvic floor. So you're going to inhale into your pelvic bowl, softening, and then exhale, soften a little bit more. You can do it with a sigh to bring in extra vagal toning, vagus nerve activation. It's very soothing to the nervous system, but you don't have to make a sound either. You can just do it with regular breathing, but just intentionally inhale and soften, and then exhale, soften a little bit more. I hope this workout gave you a pelvic floor reset and gave you some tools to use, because flexibility in your breathing is key. You don't want to get locked into only being able to breathe in one certain way, or to think that there's some rule where you can only breathe one way for the rest of your life ever. There's different situations where you might want to breathe in different ways and different patterns. And I hope this has given you a workout to help practice those different breathing patterns and styles. If you liked this, then give it a thumbs up and share it. If you have questions, put it in the comments. Maybe somebody in the community can help you out, or I can as well. And if you want to work with me further, then check the video description. All the links you need are in there. All right. Until next time, remember, eat clean, move every day, and you will shine brighter. I'll see you next time.